Hey everybody, it's Haley. I have to get up for school in 6 hours, and this is my entry to the 5th Annual Nick's Face Awards. If you want to see how I got these scars, stay tuned.
This is Steven. He's going to be helping us out today. So first, build up some clay in a basic shape that you want, blend out all of the edges, and build on top of it. Remember, it might not be perfect the first time. Once again, build up the basic shape, build more on top of it for like layers and stuff, blend out the edges again, and there you go. It should look something like this, and of course, there's always room for revisions on it. I coated the clay pieces with liquid latex, about 8 to 12 layers of it actually, and then I just waited for it all to dry properly. You can use a blow dryer to help speed up this process. Next, I just coated it all in a translucent powder. It doesn't necessarily have to be a translucent powder, just any powder that you feel like you can use a lot of. Make sure to cover the entire prosthetic. Powder one edge a lot, and then start peeling it up. When you peel up your prosthetic piece, make sure to apply a lot more powder on the inside than there was on the outside. This is so that when you actually take up the prosthetic, it doesn't stick to itself. Peel back your prosthetic piece slowly and carefully so that you don't rip it. If there are holes in your prosthetic piece, you can patch them with more liquid latex and wait for it to dry. If you worry about a piece sticking to itself, just always add more powder. I would recommend working from the outside of the prosthetic and doing the middle last, because the middle will be the easiest part to take off. Apply the most powder to the outside edges because you want those to be the thinnest and blend into your skin the best. With a piece like this, where you're actually making two prosthetics, feel free to cut the middle in between the two prosthetics as you're going along to make it easier. Because after all, it's going to be two separate prosthetics in the end, and you're going to have to cut them soon anyway. If you don't feel like you're getting anywhere with one specific edge that you already have up, feel free to try to get another one up just by rubbing at it. And there you go. You can trim it down to fit your face as well. And now I'm going to try to fit the latex prosthetics onto my face and figure out the rough positioning of it. I'm going to go ahead and do that with both sides just so that I have it all planned out. So now I'm going to take some liquid latex on a sponge, which I probably spilled on the table, and I'm going to apply it all over the inside of the prosthetic. I'm also going to fit this onto my face and just apply it press it down with my fingers, and add more latex on top. And now for the tissue. I'm going to rip a tissue in half and take out some smaller pieces and apply it all over the edges of the prosthetic. And when you're done with that, you can go ahead and do the side too. Now it's time to paint yourself whiter than a ghost in Ireland, so apply white water activated paint all over your everywhere. Don't forget your ears, neck, and any place that your skin is exposed. Or have a dance party with yourself before you use a torn up sponge to make yourself look like a raccoon on date night. Around this time you should fumble around with your eyebrow brush and green grease paints or eyeshadows for a bit before settling down and eventually painting yourself a snazzy pair of green caterpillars in any style that you think suits you. Now draw yourself a pair of big ol' red lips on half of your face, the Jack Nicholson side. And now it's time to be incredibly unintelligent by putting a pair of scissors right next to my mouth. Please never do this. Ensure that your prosthetic fits perfectly to your face before you put it on. Please. And now I have to go back in with some red face paint for the piece of latex that I just removed. You won't have to do this, hopefully. Start off with a light layer of white with a teeny bit of red in it over the Heath Ledger prosthetic, and then go in with red and black to define the deepest parts of the wound. Lightly apply red over it and continue to add black and red until you are content with how it looks overall. For the next part, you need to sort of scrunch up your face for some optional wrinkles. that you can create using white body paint or grease paint and lightly dabbing a sponge with the product on it right over your forehead without blending it out. If you want something more visible, go in with some water on a small brush after applying the paint. Everything was going really smoothly until this happened. My camera stopped recording. When this happened, I wrote "damaged" on my forehead and made the letter J under my eye on the Heath Ledger side to imitate the new Suicide Squad Joker's face tattoos. By the way, if you're writing something for other people to read, when you're looking in the mirror, write it backwards. That way everyone else can see what it says properly. And we're back! Since I was pretty sure that I was finished with the look here, I decided to take my hair down, which I had kind of sprayed green with some hairspray prior to filming. But wait, I had an awesome idea. Blood! Add as much or as little fake blood to wherever you deem necessary on your face to finish off the look for you. Once again, this is my 2016 Nick's Face Awards entry video. If it makes you want to fight a rich, handsome dude in a made-up city in New Jersey, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.